One thing leading to another. I'm just saying. The truth is, I will tell you about this. And this is not to placate my granny, but I actually am not into porn. I don't really like it. I'm not kidding you. It just doesn't. It doesn't really hover my craft. It doesn't. I once stayed in a hotel in Europe where they have very different censorship laws about sex, and I was, going through the channels, and you get the, the Belgian pop singers and all that. You got to keep going, And why rock music? Why is that? Don't believe you. Don't believe you. Don't care. Anyway, I'm flipping through the channels, and I come upon. Oh, jeez. No, don't. I really didn't mean that. I really, no. What I meant was I'm flipping. See, you've got a filthy mind for all that. Oh, it's like, No, what I meant was I'm going through the channels and I find this hardcore pornography. I mean, it's hardcore. I'm not talking about, I think you're lovely, I'm delivering a... No, I'm like, And I've got to tell you, I thought it was kind of disgusting. I mean, it was very up close. And I think if you were meant to see it that close, your eyes would beat your belly button. You're not meant to... And where would you hang your glasses? They're not meant to be there. So I'm not a big fan of porno. I don't really watch it, unless it's on. I'll watch it. Or if it's, if it's at the back of the video store, I'll go and get it. But the truth is, I'm not into it. I have never rented a pornographic tape in my life. Never. Or a DVD. I don't. I think it must be embarrassing. You go up to a clerk at a porno store and, it's like renting Miss Congeniality 2 or something. It's embarrassing. I'm not into it. I think that watching porno is kind of a guy thing. Men like to see pictures. Women like to read their pornography. I've noticed. They, read the Fabio's on the cover. And they read all that, his huge Fabio arms. His huge Fabio arms pulsated as he passionately gripped giant handfuls of her canvas bodice. It's all that Wuthering Heightsy kind of Gone with the Wind type porn. But it's, it's the same. It's kind of... See, women, I think, are into kind of moods and atmospheres. There's that old saying, I don't know if you've heard this, that women need a reason to have sex, men just need a place. But it's kind of true, I think. Kind of true. If I want to have sex, the last thing I want to do, if I'm kind of like feeling frisky in my trousers, I don't really want to see other people having sex. It's like they're taunting me. I don't get excited, I get frustrated. It's like being hungry and looking at a picture of a cake. It's like showing a starving man a picture of a cake that he can't have sex with. And I've never done that either. See, I can't just look at beauty. I want to experience it. I want to be part of it. That's why I was kicked out of the Museum of Modern Art, because I was fondling the sculptures. But what is about fondling sculptures? It's a piece of stone. It's all right. Listen, even if you don't like it, you have to admit it, pornography drives technology. I think that's historically accurate. As soon as we develop new technology, the first question that scientists ask themselves is, how does this help us get sex? It really does. I mean, when Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, the first words said on the telephone were, "Come here, Watson, I want you." These were the first. I think the full sentence was, "Come here, Watson, I want you for sex, you naughty little monkey." When VCRs came along, pornography exploded. Right? The internet is full of porn. It's all about pornography. You're not trying to tell me people like, I use it to Google myself. Well, there's that too. Even the space program, right, is motivated by the desire to have sex, I think. Think. Scientists, right? Wee men in laboratories. Right? Every woman they know has refused to have sex with them. So they have to cast the net wider. They send rocket ships into space looking for other civilizations. They don't want other civilizations. They're looking for extraterrestrial busty Amazons. Teach us about your sexy ways, Earth scientist. On our planet, we know nothing of shame. No. Anyway, look, here's my basic problem with the glut of pornography today. It's too easy. It's too much sex coming in. The easy access to these images in magazines and films, on TV, and the internet, all over the place, it demystifies sex. It makes it too accessible. And I think makes it less mysterious to me. I think sex ought to be naughty, a little bit naughty and private. You know, a little bit naughty and private, and you should maybe giant underpants. Let's maybe just giant underpants. That's what you need for sex.